What do you want?
And we are live, folks. Welcome to Seekers of Legend, Neoexodus, Heralds of the End.
It's still working on an acronym.
Woohoo! Happy dance, everybody.
And as you can hear,
The acronym's probably pretty bad.
To be fair, I will probably just call it Neoexodus, Heralds of the End when it comes to actually naming it on videos, because, well, it's easier.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Yes, the word salad is strong with that title.
Just acronym it.
No, I'm not.
First letter, every
it,
word.
Because that will just confuse
what you
everybody. With good reason. So, we begin in the world of Neoexodus, which everyone can hopefully see on their page now. The supercontinent of Exodus.
Yep, I see it.
Along with the fractured continents of Ablis and Gavia. Stay away from Gavia. It is currently controlled by a lich.
Good to know. Good to
Why
know.
do you tempt me like this?
So somebody would just have
it was
killed.
Unthara that's controlled by the lich, not Gavia. I'm mixing the two up.
Okay, so at least I'm on the wrong side of the continent for that.
Actually, you're not, as we do begin the adventure in the capital of the Imperial Alliance, Aramik. The literal center of the continent. Just ping that for you guys so you can find it.
Also, fun tip if you haven't figured it out, if you shift-click as GM, drag everyone's eye to you.
Alright.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good trick.
Yeah,
It is a good trick.
Did not know about that.
Hey, I don't blame you.
So we have the...
You learned something.
Always useful. And, yes, we do have one new player, as unfortunately Calico did have to leave us last week. So we have Clerical Error as Zenorin, son of Norhas.
Hello.
Also known as the bugger who gives all the tongue twisters.
At least he doesn't have. Well, I guess you'll. At least it's.
Yeah,
I still think it's as bad.
At least he isn't trying to be Percy from Critical Role. I know.
Oh, it's... By the way, good to play with you again, man. Hopefully this one will go better than the last game you and I were in.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would like to hear, but not on stream, because I don't want to jinx us any more than my dice already are.
We can tell you after.
Yeah.
Gladly, but as I say, Clerical, you've not seen it yet, but dear God, my dice.
Ari has better dice than our DM sometimes.
Yeah, I doubt he said it way
This is
worse
going
than I
to be
did this
interesting,
week.
then.
I swear to God, I was cursed in Magnus' game. I swear I didn't roll two-thirds of my rolls didn't get above.
You got. He's an intelligence-based character. He's got plus what 11 in every intelligence-based skill.
12 expertise in fifth level, every intelligence skill, and a stone of good luck.
He rolled above 10 on 2 intelligence skill checks. 2.
Holy shit!
That sounds painful.
And it wasn't even that big of a. Like, he thinks it was 1/3. No, he rolled way more intelligence skill checks than that.
Right, well, we'll leave it at that, and we shall be we're going to move over now, folks, to a close-up on the city of Aramik.
Yay.
The gem of the Imperial Alliance. For those of you who don't want to know more about the Imperial Alliance, I will be doing YouTube videos on the various nations of Neoexodus as the campaign progresses, and on the planes that they may encounter. But that will be explained later. That's going to be an interesting one.
Well, enjoy the plane hopping.
Well, sort of. That will be explained later. And of course the map isn't loading in properly.
Alright.
Sorry for the
Yeah,
slightly
it's enough
blurred
for
image,
reference.
folks.
It's fine.
So,
Yeah, we got it.
we go
Just
from-
had to adjust the zoom.
Yes, we go to Aramik, and more specifically, the Citadel of the Imperial Alliance, where we shall meet at least 2, possibly 3 of our members. I do need to just do a quick check of something. By the way, Nashi, quick question: would Miles be in the meeting or not when it involves the head of the nation? Because I believe he's still a champion of the Protectorate, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's champion of the Protectorate still.
Right.
So they have enough people of the Protectorate?
We've only got
Yes.
2, thankfully. I talked to Shane and we've now got him as a member of the Dominion. We very nearly had
Start
3.
inviting people to the order. Everyone join the Protectorate.
That
We got guns.
That won't cause problems at all.
Oh, I forget.
I will move you over as soon as I've got Miles to pop up, which character is being obstinate. The token is being obstinate. Or it just hadn't copied properly.
I'll join the Protectorate as soon as you start following Iomade.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Protectorate not following the Sanguine Covenant. Good luck to you.
Ah, good. My first converts.
So we come to the central meeting hall of the Palace of the Imperial Alliance. Here we meet 3 of our players, though not all, though others of equal import. Gathered around the room are members of the Man-at-Arms, the elite infantry of the Imperial Alliance. That would be, just so you can get a better look, these fine gentlemen.
They have shiny helmets.
Nice armor.
My favorite is the one with the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but the
think that
one
guy's
that's
a total
holding the
badass.
shield at a 2 degree more of an angle than the rest of them.
Beyond that, we
Alright, I
have-
know everyone's thinking it, but I'm doing this. Spear magic helmet!
Well, at least you only worship the monkey and not Bugs Bunny. Ugh. Oh dear God! Now I have to create a world where there is a Bugs Bunny alternate that is actually a trickster god.
Well, you know immediately who Anna's going to be making a follower of.
Oh God.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be a follower of the Roadrunner.
Oh God.
The Roadrunner is.
No, I'm the follower of the god of stress, Daffy Duck.
I think we're gamers. We are all followers of Daffy Duck in one way or another. This would explain my dice, actually. Now, the most prominent members here are the members of the Imperial Alliance. First to be shown, the head of the Armand Protectorate, Sarina Anyanka Kriskas. And I apologize to anyone from Eastern Europe if I'm butchering the pronunciation.
That'll make it so much easier. I can just copy those names.
Empress Cassandra Eland of the Carnius Empire. Kagan Malik ibn Aladim of the Dominion. Again, apologies to anyone if I'm butchering the pronunciation. Imperatrix Lolani Ghazi of the Ray Confederacy. I think that's the correct pronunciation of the country. Just let me pull up my campaign settings so I can make that, so I can double check it, because the Race Confederacy. I was always surprised when I saw that imagery. It's sort of like they have so much Asian iconography and yet so much in their flag, yet so much Mesoamerican in their appearance. Confuddles the brain.
Last one looks like she hasn't come down off the shrooms yet.
Yeah.
What area does Kagan lead?
Pardon, what was that?
What area does the Kagan lead?
Oh, the Kagan is head of the Dominion.
Dominion.
Also known as the desert that is going to make Magnus's character wish he wasn't here.
And what was Serena again?
Oh,
just for notes.
What the
Tsarina?
Oh, the Tsarina is Anyanka Kliska.
Yeah. What nation?
The
Protectorate.
Protectorate. Next we have
Okay.
Secretary General Najal Eland, cousin to both current head bureaucrat of the Imperial Alliance and second cousin or nephew, depending on how, or nephew once removed, depending on how you look at it. I can't remember which way, of both the Kagan and the Empress.
Because he's not going to become a villain in the future or anything.
And finally,
Remember it.
Oh.
Go ahead. I was just going to comment.
And finally, Commander de Pompa, head of Section Omega.
Ooh, secret police.
For those of you who are interested, Section Omega is the anti-psionics secret police, headed by the Imperial Alliance.
Is it just me or does that guy look like Captain Hollock?
Possibly.
He does not look like Harlock.
I will say that Lewis Porter Jr. is heavy on the anime references when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Hence why there's a
His
race
hair is
of,
nowhere near long enough to be Harlock.
and hence why, well, I was going to say, if you want proof of this, there are a race of cat people that shoot black lightning out of their hands. If that isn't an anime protagonist waiting to happen, I don't know what is. Then we have the two other champions for the nations, the champion of the Canius Empire, Kolpin Vidar, a member of the High Guard, and Aneski Bazrak, a proud panther warrior of the Confederacy. I apologise for the names. So, they are calling the meeting to order to begin discussing certain recent events, particularly the, what was it? Double checking whether I had this right. Ah, yes. Particularly, what is brought up is the recent invasions by the Janus Horde. However, as they are calling the meeting to order, There is a crack like thunder, and a tear opens in the center of the room, revealing a cascading menagerie of lights which are of colours that you have never seen in the natural world, nor even in magic. And out from it steps a masked woman with glowing wings, with a sword covered in white flames.
Yep, her.
As this mysterious angel, or seeming angel, steps out of the tear in reality, and Nashi, yeah, I can sort of see what you mean. I can sort of see why the commander might make you think of Nick Fury. Well,
anytime I see an eye patch, I just think Nick Fury.
It's not an unreasonable thought process.
I'm now imagining you going to anything involving pirates and just thinking you've got a bunch of Nick Furies running around with their own galleons.
It's what most people would dream of.
We have the campaign after this one then.
Well, I'm not objecting to doing a pirates campaign, but it will be a campaign after that one, because I do want at least some break, unless you want to do Skulls and Shackles, because I need a break from coming up with all this stuff, you know.
Oh, I thought we were going to do.
The issue I'd have there is I've done Skull and Shackles before.
Well, I was most
The
likely
whole
going to do a
campaign.
Reign of Winter anyway, because Baba Yaga and Madness.
I was thinking you were talking about a Nick Fury campaign. I was getting excited there for a second.
Got his hopes all up.
Well, if you guys are interested in the game of Mutants and Masterminds, I can always cook up. I've already got a Mutants and Mastermind setting I could run.
All right. Well, we can talk about that after the session.
Talk about that later.
We're just starting this campaign. We're already considering ideas for the next
Audience, we're sorry, we're getting back on track now.
I can tell that this game is going to be nothing but tangents.
Is there any game that is?
That's fair.
So, she steps out of the tear in reality, which seals behind her.
Do we shoot
I
it?
am Ranagat the Seeker, herald and envoy of the living apocalypse. I come bearing tidings to those who would call themselves masters of this world. Your realm has been chosen as the next meal for the living apocalypse. As my master wills, your reality will fall. You have 2 years to put your affairs in order and settle yourself with your puny gods. Do not interfere, or your fate may be worse than simply granting sustenance to my master. Once you finish speaking, the man-at-arm charger.
I'm moving to step up in defense of this arena, but I'm not moving to attack.
Sorry, that should be one more, and just going to have to move her out of the way for a second. Okay, as the men-at-arm move in, oh, and just for a better view of the Seeker, hope you can all see that all right. Sorry it's so small, but
On that image.
just for people who want a better look at it on screen, that is the Seeker.
I just don't know why she's being a flock of magpies here.
Pardon?
A flock of magpies is called tidings.
Yeah. Well, with one hand, she swings her white flame enrobed sword and renders all of the man-at-arms. No, not all of that. To ash.
Oi?
As she looks around, she not only notices you, Matthias, and she does give you a distinct look, as far as you can tell from the mask, but she looks around at the rulers. It seems you have not learned. It seems you are not cowed by this display of power. Apparently you will need more. Well, it's always interesting to stretch my wings after such a long travel. At which point she vanishes, leaving behind what appears to be a plane of glass that views Amérique from above. She appears in the sky and swings her sword, and the glass goes white. When your vision is returned to you, you see this.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yike.
That's a crater. Just a little one.
Just imagine she did that with a single swing of her sword.
Onyx looks over and is like, she missed.
I'm just looking at
pretty sure that was what I'm pretty sure she hit what she wanted to.
Well, if I just bring you back to the original map, she did take
Yeah,
out.
she took out this whole area right
Oh,
here.
okay. I didn't see that.
And parts of the this area
major
here.
population area, and she missed it.
Yeah, she just
I
hit
was
the
thinking-
outskirts. You know, she only took out a few thousand lives.
Took out
I was-
part of the wall.
Yeah, but it's all the peasants.
Yeah, I was thinking you were talking about like the fact that that's basically like the slums down there. I'm like, well, damn, you're like the slums got killed. Who cares about them? They missed.
Yeah, those aren't slums. Those are farming communities.
Which is pretty much the slums as far as the nobles are concerned.
Not so much these nobles. They actually care about their people. They're a bit of an odd bunch as far as nobility is concerned.
Uh-huh.
But, and then some of the people who are in the room will feel a slight shift and appear in a strange place, which you seem to be standing on a translucent field, and the night sky is stretched out below you. And there are new people around, so if each of you could give a quick description of your characters.
Let me.
We'll start from Matthias and go in order from as the tokens are arranged. So go from Matthias to the right.
All right, Matthias, you see, well-trimmed, very well-dressed man. He's carrying both a dueling sword and pistol, a revolver on his hips. Well-dressed, coal black hair, bright icy blue eyes, lightly tanned skin. He's slimly built, but he carries himself very well. Looks surprising amount considering how strong he looks. That guys can see that. And his full name is Matthias Alcott Snyder von Dukas Ketzlaw VII. I posted in Roll20, so before you don't have to ask me to spell that.
There's a reason why I've only been calling you by your first name. Magnus, you're up next.
Next, you see a fairly chiseled dwarf wearing, well, at this point, winter attire over a breastplate. Red hair, very full dwarven beard. Not carrying any weapons that you can see directly other than a pair of dwarven war shields.
Oh, for those of you from Neoexodus, you may not. This may be quite a surprising sight, as dwarves are not a native race to Neoexodus, so they're quite the rarity.
Fuck is the short one?
The one who's gonna kick your ass.
Obviously,
Great.
he's a dwarf.
And he's Irish too.
Yeah, for as much as I can keep that accent up.
Well, it could be worse. He could be trying to pull off an actual. He could actually be trying to pull off a Norse accent, and then we'd be here all day laughing our asses off.
Yeah,
Good point.
I'm not gonna try that.
I'll look at Mattias and be like, "You know me. I'm Miles."
I wasn't talking. I mean him. As I point to Magnus. Did you seriously name your character Magnus?
Yes, I did. Get over it.
No.
Okay, and Corden, if you'd like to go next.
Gordon is Primidian, fairly tall, 6'6". Decent build, obviously red skin, balding, or maybe never had hair. Head hair. Wearing a breastplate, a shield, and sword. Kind of hard to tell, but he does seem to give off an aura of light.
With more than just the glowing tattoo on his forehead, or if you skip to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, I'm getting the echoing again.
Okay, right. Anyone else getting it?
Yep.
Yeah, I was getting
Yes.
stuff
Yep.
during
Right, okay. I'm going to switch my mic, see if that helps.
But he does seem...
How's that
The
sound?
aura kind of gives that he does seem to serve a higher power.
That any better, or...?
Yes, thankfully.
Okay, it
Okay.
switched back from my Yeti to my Real Tech for some reason.
Yeah,
Always
level.
sustainable.
Well, not hearing echo. Anyone else?
I don't hear any
Yep.
echo.
No echo.
So it must be when it goes to Real Tech for some reason.
Yeah.
So Miki, if you're up.
All right. Miki is a human woman, early 20s, about 5'5", very skinny. Right now, just kind of looking around like, what the flying fuck? And her clothes are cotton, not very nice, but it is obvious that she is wearing some sort of metal armor under them. She has a Jan, and also has an air of being very light on her feet and acrobatic. Her hair is long and black and tied up with a headband, and she is obviously of Asian descent. Basically, this is someone who looks like they stepped out of a kung fu flick and has no idea what they're doing here.
Okay, Zanorin, you're up.
Xanarin is a shade under 5'6", with slightly pointed ears, definitely not full elf. Probably the biggest feature that you instantly notice about him is the fact that he is sitting on top of a griffin. He has a shield on one arm and a fairly ornate longsword under it. Wearing armor around vestments. Also gives off an aura that he probably serves some sort of higher power as well.
Just to ask, sorry guys, have you been hearing any shouting on your end?
No.
No.
I've heard some background noise from people, but it's very faint.
Okay, just checking. Just didn't want the general chatter of home getting.
Yeah. fairly ordinary individual in terms of having a European complexion,
Okay.
brown hair. Not much to it.
So far, the most normal-looking one of the bunch.
Yep.
Hey,
Onyx, you're up
I
next.
thought Matthias was fully human.
Fair point.
Yeah, that's true. Matthias looks more normal than me.
Fair point,
yeah,
actually.
just throw a picture up. He's good. He's the good-looking one of this group.
And Onyx.
I might argue with that.
Bring it.
Yeah.
I have a 22 charisma.
It's how you carry yourself, man.
Okay. From that, Onyx, if you're up next.
Onyx is a greenish colored Sinian.
Yeah.
It's about 5'10" and about probably 5 feet wide. The Sinian race, for those that don't know, are kind of a gem types. They're animated crystal. And he's wearing basically a black jacket that reaches the floor and not much else.
Not that you can tell anyway. And Miles?
Miles, to the uneducated folk, may look like a goblin. But with his amazing appearance, he is actually a boggle. Which are smarter, less dexterous, less mad goblins, effectively. And you can tell from the series of alchemist fire along my chest that I don't stray away from fire like many goblins don't. And I'm fairly tall for my size, at a 3'8". And most notable feature about my clothes, I'm wearing a hat.
Okay. Well, across from... You also noticed that those of you who are native to Neoexodus would probably recognize the 4 leaders of the Imperial Alliance who are standing opposite you. Who are standing in front of you, rather. And what's coming towards you is an ethereal figure appearing to be made out of pure blue energy wrapped in a white and blue robe. Greetings, my guests. I am the Sentinel.
You can cut out a bit. You said he's the Sentinel?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Sentinel. The figure looks to be mostly human, apart from being made from blue energy and standing about 10 feet tall. I come to you as your realm has been targeted by the living apocalypse. Well, the realm that most of you are native to. There are, of course, exceptions, and he gives a nod to Magnus and Miki.
And me as well, if I recall.
Yes, but you are actually, you live on the realm.
Yeah.
Those two are the ones who have been brought here specifically to do the job.
Okay.
You are not the first realm, nor even the 100th, to have been targeted by the living apocalypse. But I suppose you will have questions about that, and I should fill you in before we go any further. So, what questions do you have?
What is this apocalypse?
Her name is Garanasta. She is the last of the true Titans from my reality. Long ago, when the Titans...
Where's
Oh, go ahead.
Where's the other Titan?
I think you're looking at him.
No, I was... Before my defeat, I was one of the gods.
Like, 'cause he's pretty small for a Titan.
I will explain. Long ago, more than... Oh, it must be at least 1200 millennia now. The gods of my reality, myself included, created the Titans as our first attempt at creating life. But the Titans desired to create lives in their own image, to gain power, and so we came to war. I advocated peace, but my kin would not listen. And so, eventually, all but one of them was slain. Garanasta. I begged my kin to show her mercy. And they did, in a way. But they knew that with the power of... that with the divine spark within her, that Garanasta would be able to recreate her own race if left in mortal flesh. And so, my kin put it to a vote, and cursed her with with construct steel rather than living flesh, and cast her into the multiverse, believing it the better way to allow her to live. Those wondering at Garanasta's appearance, this is what she shows you.
I feel like I should recognize that image from something that I can't remember.
Kind of like Shiva. But Onyx is kind of confused. Let me get this straight. Your leader gave this thing immortality and set it free upon the multiverse, thinking that was a punishment?
That seems like an irrational
would have wiped her from existence with the rest of her kin. It was my begging for mercy that saw her spared, but initially she was not the living apocalypse as she is now. That took several millennia of her searching the multiverse until she found something even we thought lost. The physical manifestation of entropy.
Okay, I'm going to assume that you're here to help us and possibly show us how to defeat her, or at least turn her away from our planet.
I can give you some small aid, but there is another who is already on your world. An escapee from one of her previous assaults on one of the realms that knows the information on how to defeat her. I cannot do much because, well, I, as you can see from my form, am but a shadow of my former self, because when she absorbed the heart of entropy, the first thing she did was return to her original realm and fuel it by devouring each of us and our realm. Because I was the one who begged for mercy and saw her cursed, as she views it, she bound my spirit to her. As long as she exists, I exist in this incorporeal form, a shadow of my former self, forced to watch for all eternity as she goes about destroying reality after reality.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Indeed.
Just out of curiosity, does she see what you see?
No.
Okay.
She feels
Because
my
that was pretty much
anguish
going to do us.
because it gives her joy, but other than that, she has no interest in me.
So, who is this person, and where can we find them?
They call themselves the Engineer.
I like this guy already.
It's like some sort of hive mind or something?
No, she was once a mortal being and transposed herself into a construct which was made from an extraplanar material. This hides her from both my vision and the vision of Garanastra, but allows her own immortality, so that should she fail, she can escape a realm and try again. But from when I last spoke with her, she believed that she had a way to destroy Garanastra once and for all, and it must be done here. For this realm, Exodus, is a focal point of multiple realities. Should Garanastra appear here, it will not just be this realm, but several others that are devoured with it.
Yeah. So, like, saying we're important.
Yeah. So me will...
I think you mean Miki? You've not revealed that bit yet.
No, yeah. Miki will kneel. I've been watching way too many Asian dramas lately. So many.
You couldn't tell with the character.
Yeah. Miki will bow. And you guys will notice as she bows, she keeps her hand... She'll put her hands up and keep her head down and just go... Sentinel. Are you... We will do our best to give you peace.
My thanks. And to you, the nobles of the Imperial Alliance, I brought you here so that you would know to aid these people in their quest, rather than object. For it is only through them that your world will be saved, only that they are the best hope for this world. At which point he'll cast out 7 varying coloured gems which will bond to your bodies, and you feel a rush of power. This is all the power I could gather in the last few worlds that were in the last few realms that were devoured by Garanastra. Use it wisely. And I believe that we have a perfect first test. Which will show you the scar carved into Aramik again. And you'll notice that there are strange beings emerging from the ground.
To battle then.
Xanarin's hand just rests on the hilt of his sword at this point.
These are the creatures that you see rising from the ground.
Seeing those, Sommi will draw her sword, but she'll just say, Xiong Mio Nile.
Oh, fuck. I'm guessing, but...
These are entropic remnants. What is left of the souls destroyed by a Herald of Entropy's attack. Before you go, I have one last tool for you. I am not permitted to act directly upon the material plane. However, I have one agent which can. And from this sea of stars will emerge a glowing crystal sphere. Greetings, chosen champions. I am Orbus.
It's a talking ball.
I am technically an extraplanar crystalline construct, but I suppose there is only so much mortals can understand.
Looks like a will-o-wisp to me.
I was about to get mad at Chris because I thought he just gave us Navi.
Nah, he gave us Bit from Tron.
Or is it Cliff Mass Effect 3?
Yeah, I was thinking more Orbitron, pre-damaged Orbitron from Captain Simeon's Space Monkeys, but...
I'm just thinking if it had
Okay.
an eye, like a
And for anyone who's
lens on
wondering
it.
about that in the group,
we'd
there
have-
is in the random links there is a link to the complete series of that particular 90s cartoon of madness.
So, Sentinel,
Yes?
is my world a threat?
Not at the moment, or only because Vargstrid and the other deities continue to create their barrier against Nastra.
Well, then I best do our work here. Kick this thing's ass here.
I assume that the two that definitely don't appear to be from where you took me from are from where I am originally.
No, they are from realms beyond yours, though Galarian is protected. The Lady of
Good.
Graves stands vigil. She's one of the few beings to nearly match myself in age. And so, we move...
So what does Orbis do? What is he for? What is
Orbis
his
is
purpose?
a repository of planar knowledge, and also carries a fragment of what remains of my divine power, so can act as a temporary medic, should you need it.
I see.
So it's a floating library medic. Got it.
Quite. You're actually surprised at how... You actually find that the shifting patterns on Orbis's surface almost seem to give an image of exasperation. Mortals, what are you going to do with them?
Hopefully
Well,
not eat them.
obviously you can't do much without us, so should we get
And
going?
now we move to the Scar and to battle. As you are teleported out.
Before we're teleported, I take out like a little button. Gotta press it.
Okay.
Miki, sorry. I have watched the darn Monkey King series way too many times. I'm gonna post it in random links. That's a good show, guys.
Is it on Netflix or is it a different one?
Miki is gonna drink a potion of invisibility right before transport and go into stealth.
Okay. Just what you
What's
want
that
from
purple aura?
when you ask this, Orbis will explain. That would be the entropic aura that radiates from all entropic remnants.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be
What
a
does it
43
do?
stealth.
Mechanically speaking, it applies a stacking -1 penalty to all rolls, and also half the speed of anyone who enters it.
Non-mechanically speaking, what does it do?
Oh, it begins to enforce entropy on the wheeler's body. It does not age them, but it begins to exacerbate any injuries, aches, pains, maladies, and the like.
So none of the things that paladins have. Got it.
And it's so effectively, if you were to be, say, here, you would be getting a -3 to your saves, skill checks, and attack rolls. Doesn't actually affect damage rolls, I will say that. So then, folks, let's roll initiative. Orbis will not be taking part in battles, he will be staying
Damn
back
it.
because squishy.
Yay! Miki has good initiative.
Let's see here.
Since I'm late in the initiative, I'm going to take this opportunity to go relieve myself real quick.
Oh shoot! I
Onyx,
forgot to
what is
click.
yours? Mine's +6.
And I knew I forgot to put something in the notes. I forgot my algorithm. I forgot my macro for monster initiative.
190.2?
Something's wrong with somebody's, that's for sure.
Oh, Shank, give me a second.
That's the tiebreaker thing. It's just
Yeah,
it's not.
No, but originally it put the decimal point after the 0.
There we go.
It's called a get over it.
Miki is ready to kill things.
I don't mind him going before me. I just wanted to know how he got 190 on his initiative.
Glitchy roll 20 is how. Glitchy roll 20, as with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is the
I'll
rules
be doing
on
these
that?
in groups
Shit.
of 3 because otherwise we'll be here all day.
Yep.
I gotta double check something. Guardian. Get what the action is to summon.
I'm back.
No problem, we're still doing initiative yet. Oof. Well, those of you with low initiative, don't worry. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
So,
It's
Cordan, you're
nice.
up.
Yeah, I was just double checking something.
No problem.
Okay. Alright, let's see, how far away are we? Yeah, let's kind of move me into the actual square.
60 feet to the first rank.
Yeah. Alright, well, at this distance, especially with my slow ass move. Yeah, 20-foot move.
Obviously, you're wearing armor.
Yeah. Gonna use, shooting at this one.
Okay.
Doing crap damage.
But hitting just fine.
And then just before the end of my turn, Cordan shouts out, 0 to me!
Okay, where do you want him popping? Or can you drag him in alright?
Let's see if it'll let me.
If not, I'll...
I got to pull up the right form of the sheet to do it.
Well, just in case, I've got a copied ready just in case. And where do you want him dropping?
Boom.
You seriously went with one of those pictures?
Yeah. I couldn't find anything better. Or anything that I actually liked better, I should say. I'm still looking. If I find something I like better, I'll change it. But
If you are you looking for general angel stuff or specifically mechanical angel?
like I said, if I'll just take a look. When I find what I like, I'll do the change then.
Okay, fair enough. I might send you some stuff later, but anyway. So, Miki, you're up.
Miki's gonna sneak over here and just wait to slash the first wonderful little baddie that comes close.
Okay. Onyx, you're up.
Onyx takes a look at these things. He's never seen anything like this before, but is there any kind of knowledge check we can make to see if we can figure anything out about
You
him?
can give me a knowledge planes or a knowledge arcane. Okay, and between yourself and Orbis will give you a bit of extra information once you come to your own conclusions. These are undead. These are technically augmented undead.
Gotcha.
They have a nasty little habit that... Oh, that's the point. Unless you have a ghost touch weapon, they only take half damage, so I should have remembered that.
Are they non-corporeal?
They are out of phase with reality. They take half damage from all non-ghost touch weapons, but that includes non-magical weapons. They are not straight out immune to non-magic weapons. However, they are doubly vulnerable to positive energy.
Okay. That I don't have.
No, but other than that, they are, for the most part, fairly easy to deal with. These are the smallest variety of entropics.
Okay.
All right.
So the 6 on the right
Yep.
will be engulfed in a fireball.
Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to put in. Just be a second.
I also realize I should be ahead of the second group of entropics.
Okay.
I've got a +9 to initiative, so.
Yeah, no problem. Don't. Just let me get my spell token and then. You know, I forgot to put something in here. And for some reason I don't have my magic effect token. So hang on. Just be a second, folks. I go through all the trouble of getting that prep done and then goof it on the last moment. Sorry about this, folks. Thought I had everything. So I'll just get this done and then... Sorry about this, folks. So just whilst I'm scrambling about trying to fix my own screw-ups, how's everyone doing?
A lot better. I finally got over that crud I had.
Doing okay. Okay.
Yeah, and everyone, I hope you enjoy what I gave you in random links. That series is so funny.
Also, just gonna call it now. Orbis is definitely the 343 guilty spark of our group.
As long as he doesn't betray us.
Again.
So what you're saying is we're going for a Deathless 2 betrayal.
Well, he is technically a neutral sentient construct, but he should be loyal. What with him being a spark of a god and of a god that's actually working with you, sort of thing. But should hopefully have come through by now. Yep, good. So fireball about here.
You didn't ping.
Oh, sorry. Just let me get the aura up and then we can see. Oh, of course, exactly what's the fuck about. Sorry, my computer is overheating.
You could just give people control their own spell tokens.
Yeah, it's just I've got a general spell effect token, so which I've put it so everyone can see it, but whether you actually can or not is
I see the token. I can move the token, but I don't see the radius.
Yeah, you could just give out the people, everyone else control of it.
Because you need to do the aura, and I'm not sure if you guys have the access to editing the aura or not.
Well,
we do not.
I do.
I could have my own token, but
I could edit the aura on that.
Okay. So that's where you're looking to hit?
Yep.
So time for some reflex saves.
I can't imagine entropy zombies having good reflexes.
Who said they're zombies?
The guy, considering we just had a guy check this, we found out they're undead, all that ghost touching.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're zombies. That just means they're undead.
They're made from the dead people who have died in this area. It's close.
Not necessarily.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Close enough for Hollywood.
Okay, so I think that's 2 who make it. Oh no.
They have
One
higher
made it.
reflex modifiers
None of
than
them
me.
made it.
No. Oh no, none of them made it. So they all take.
Are you an entropy zombie?
No, I'm a strength-based character. That
Pretty much
is-
the same thing.
That is chiseled. With that
No.
22 strength and all that.
They are all still alive. Well, they are all still active, rather.
Just on fire.
Onyx is really chiseled too.
Quick question. Does the fire affect the aura in any way?
No.
Okay.
And that's it for Onyx.
Okay. Miles, you're up.
Okay. See this guy?
Which one? Could you ping it again?
Pinging it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Got it. So what are you doing, Miles?
You
I
just
shot
shot
him.
him.
Ah, that's the problem.
Whoa.
And down it goes.
No,
What's the
wrong one.
damage too
This one.
about there?
It says in the notes below it.
Oh, damage to enemies around target. Okay.
That's the reason why I was shooting this one, not that one. Because then I get 2 damage to the other 2.
Explosive rounds, huh?
No. Not yet. They come soon.
That's 27, so it would be... Let's get my own bloody setup. Okay. Magnus, you're up.
Alright. So, all of you watch as this dwarf bolts 40 feet up, bashes his shields together. Come on! That's about all I can do.
Why?
Double move.
Into the,
No, my movement speed is 50.
Oh.
I'm just not moving into multiple auras at this point. Remember, I'm Mythic
Fair.
champion, so
Yeah.
there's always a chance in the one that boosts movement speed because dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is coming in.
The tide shall sweep over Magnus.
Hey, pups.
Ha, no.
It's going to have to be a charge.
They have to roll a nat 20 to hit me.
Or make a charge, which gives them a +2, which means they can hit you on a 19.
No.
Well, it's not like you're rolling poorly.
No, I just have a crazy AC right
Yeah,
off
I
the
was going to say,
bat.
we're just in a situation where most of the party have over 20 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Matthias, you're up.
Matthias will quick draw his sword and pistol, call out, "We gotta get these guys before they can get to us or to anyone else in town," and he'll use a mythic point and activate his advance. Everyone within 30 feet, which is everyone but Onyx and the orb, can move 30 feet or take a 5-foot step.
Okay, so... Wait, am I within...
So we can
Actually-
all just move 30 feet?
I'm not within 30 feet.
Oh,
So-
too bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we get?
I just put it in roll 20. You can choose to move 30 feet or take a 5-foot step. As long as you have the ability to do so.
Sure, I'll move.
You can also move your Griffin as well, dude.
Yep. The Griffin is going to take flight. Are there any big, good-sized boulders around that the Griffin could pick up?
Yeah, there's plenty of rubble, so yes, if you want to pick something up, that's not a problem.
Okay, yeah. The Griffin is going to lift off with one of those. Say go 20 feet up and then move about
20
like
total.
that.
Okay, I'll leave you rush forward. I'll be back here.
That's okay.
That's why I only said where you want. I didn't tell you to go forward. And charge for that attack, since I was 35 feet away, and that'll be it for me.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Trying to do an edit and it rolled instead.
No problem.
Which sucks, 'cause that was actually pretty decent. So I forgot to put this was a +1 masterwork one.
Oh yeah, the bleed is back.
That one dropped
Yeah.
its claws.
Yeah, I know.
It just hands drops off its body.
Now again, I am still invisible.
Yeah, well,
Oops. I was accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry.
So this guy probably just was like bumped
yeah,
into a
it's probably
squishy.
I was gonna say it would still be at Corden. It would have been at Corden, but yeah, Corden
Yeah.
is within range. Not that it really matters, considering the amount of lousy aim there is. Moving on up.
Do you know you have a T at the end of your smart evil?
Yeah, I just saw it. I fixed it already.
Oh no. That's not good.
You say that, but they can't hit you.
Right. That's a fair point.
Whether you can hit them after this is a different matter. Xanarin, you're up.
Xanarin is going to move right here and spend 2 uses of his lay in hands to channel energy. 2d6 damage to every one of them within 30 feet.
Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick 30-foot aura.
7 damage.
So 14 damage.
Sliding glass open.
To everyone on this side of them.
Roommates.
Oh, at least hopefully I finish off the one I attacked.
Yep.
Nope, still got 1 hit point left.
Which one did he attack?
The one really
The only one I had in melee.
This one.
Okay. And then let me know when you're ready for my next action.
Oh, you did actually kill one though. And thank you for making yourself a target.
I didn't think everyone would group up like this.
No, neither did I.
Suddenly, one of them's a magic user.
To be fair, I was here first.
Yeah, I just want to get within flanking.
I was moving to the greatest area of effect.
Well, let's see how it goes on next.
Yeah, and then the Griffin is going to drop a rock on that guy.
I will say you might want to pick a different area because depending on how high you are, it could be effectively an area of effect attack.
It'll get pretty low. It'll get probably 15 feet above the ground. It's not that high.
Okay, right. Well, roll your 2d6. Roll a ranged attack and then roll 2d6 if you hit. So, base attack plus dexterity if you haven't got any ranged attacks.
Yeah. Just give me one moment to
No problem.
this out. Okay, there's a ranged attack.
Would be a miss, but I've just got to do a quick roll or something just to give it low or high in a percentile.
High.
Enough to clip it and do the 1 point it had left.
Hey.
Okay.
Good birdie.
And then for a flyby attack, fly speed is right.
I was going to say, that would be your attack, so...
It can do a flyby.
Yes, but that just means you get to choose where you move, but I was meaning dropping the boulder would have
Yeah,
done
I get to move before and after.
Yeah, so. Okay, so...
Yeah, flyby. All flyby attack is a spring attack for flying creatures.
Now...
Definitely beats the insane amount of requirements spring attack does.
Yeah, part of the reason the feat tax rules exist. Actually, one of the major reasons the feat tax rules exist is spring attack.
How
at least
high
they were
is
originally created.
Griffin?
You said 15 feet.
Yeah, 15.
Good.
Oh no, they're going after Orbis.
No, they're going after Onyx, who threw the fireball at them.
I'm not worried about Onyx. Onyx isn't as squishy. I don't think.
Quick, grab the floating ball.
no, I have got the right number for a minute. I thought I had too many groups.
I think you got one or two more than you need.
There we go. I hadn't advanced the initiative tracker, that was the problem. Oh, and I'll, Yep. Makes things much more easier on the eyes. The bright yellow glow. One too many. As far as they can go. They're going to try and attack the bird, but unfortunately can't reach it. It's not the brightest of creatures. Gordon, you're up.
Damn it. There we go. Okay, what we got here?
Many overlapping auras.
Obviously.
Oh,
Have these auras done anything, or
They give us minuses to attack.
Yeah,
gotcha?
they have a cumulative.
So
Yes, they have a
Gordon's going to
stacking
attack
penalty.
this one.
Can channel, we should do that.
I can't channel. That was one of the first things I looked at. So what would be my minus to attack this one?
Let's see. Caught by that one. So you're not caught by that one, but you're caught by that one, probably that one. So you're looking at -3.
-3?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just roll straight and we'll apply it after you roll.
I got it.
That'd be a miss.
Yep. And this guy. Attacking this one.
Okay. He's only on
And
-2.
let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. This. Only problem I hate with the biggest problem I have with these character sheets is they're not set up to do 2-weapon fighting.
Sorry, man.
The minus from the overlaps for
-2.
my Eidolon. -2.
Oh, let's see. Maybe I went a bit overboard with these minus aura things.
A little bit.
You guys are Mythic rank 2. First one hits and does damage, second one misses. Okay, Mickey, you're up.
Okay. Mickey is... Sorry, my puppy's being silly.
No problem.
Gonna get within flanking, so that'll be a +2.
Okay.
What'll be a minus?
-4.
Alright, so it's just -2 then.
Yeah.
But sneak attack.
But I was also invisible, so I'm not sure if that helps. I am now
that'd
visible.
be flat-footed, so yes, that would.
You're also missing a enchantment, considering we get free enchantments for each plus whatever.
Oh, then it would have been fire.
So add another D6.
Yeah, should be another D6.
Yeah, we're still using innate item
Because
bonus.
technically I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Chris
that'll
has
be.
never done well
Oh
with that.
wow, that's a bit of damage. Is this guy still up?
Yeah.
So that would have been 21 points of damage.
How many people do we have dual wielding?
I think it's 3 party members and an Eidolon.
My character doesn't have it, but my Eidolon has it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and on.
Onyx. There we go.
Hey,
Might
might want to space that back a little bit further.
There we go.
Onyx is going to put out a Mythic Fireball.
I'm not light.
Does D10s instead of D8s. And doesn't have a maximum number of dice. Well, or no, does it?
That's all
One saved.
Yeah,
So
all but
there's
one
one that saved. The rest of them will be on fire and take 2d6 at the beginning of their turn.
If they survive.
Assuming they survive.
Yeah, well.
I'm not
Or
going
if
to
any
be
of
this
them are
bad
still
when I bring
standing,
Quellan back
maybe
eventually.
stand behind me. Or float behind me, whatever it is you do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least some of them are going to be surviving, because some of them haven't been hit before, so...
I thought that entire flank got hit with another fireball.
Just need to move that for a second, sorry, just need to get to the other one. Now it's playing funny buggers.
Oh, forgot about that.
Sorry about this, folks. Just got the app deciding it doesn't want to let me access the red cross for dead creatures.
You could just delete the tokens.
How frustrating.
Yeah, because it was basically not letting me scroll to the right for certain things for some reason. Actually, might as well just delete those ones.
And let's see. We'll move to there. And that's it for now.
Okay, Miles, you're up. I was using these things as sort of a gauge for how powerful I need to make creatures feel level 5, considering it's you lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Miles, you're up.
I'm shooting this one, and I'm going to use a mythic point to make my damage force.
Okay.
And it gets +2 damage.
Okay. Let's see. And one dead beastie.
Just remember, this guy takes 2. Well, yeah, 2.
Okay, Magnus, you're up.
And that's just arcane damage, not
Yeah.
really.
All right, going to 5-foot step here and attack this one. With a 5-foot step, I can still make a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so main and bonus action attacks. Oh. Wait, did that?
They would both hit.
Excellent.
So. No, and the first one takes it out.
Okay, so the second one would be at the middle one there. That one.
Yeah, no problem. Still standing.
That's okay. That's all I can do.
Right. Matthias, you're up. Oh, and I should.
I'll 5-foot step here. Then I'll have my pistol in my offhand, and I'll start making my attacks first. First.
Okay. Hits.
Is it still alive?
Nope. Dead.
All right. Deadly aim at the one to deadly aim at the next one.
Okay. So it hits. But it's still standing.
All right, that'll be it. You just quickly catch the head of one that takes 2 shots until the creature's dead.
Okay. Oh, can you actually pull off the rapid shot on this?
Yes, the rapid shot is a 16.
Alright, yeah, I was just meaning. Oh, in which case, yes, it would be dead. Sorry. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking that you couldn't apply. Sorry, my brain was a bit. Apparently, I'm a wee bit more scatterbrained than I thought tonight.
You say like to say anything different.
Alright, Zenorin, you're up.
I'm channeling again.
As you should.
6 more damage. This guy gets hit too.
Yeah, just that's all of them. Anyone else hearing a beeping like a Discord message?
No, my roommates downstairs have the TV way too loud.
Okay, that's weird. Maybe I'm hearing things. Oh,
They're playing Legend of Zelda, so you may be hearing the music from that.
And then once that's all dealt with, Limerin is gonna fly over here and land there.
Okay.
And that's single move action. So
Yeah.
followed up by attacking this guy if he doesn't die.
Yeah, he would still be around, so give it a swing. And that's a miss.
I figured.
So these two get to have their attacks. And they've got 2 attacks each when they aren't moving.
They take 2d6 damage.
I've already dealt the damage.
Oh, you already to him? Okay.
I've already dealt the damage for the. That's why.
They take it. You're talking about the 2d6 damage they could take from burning?
Oh, of course. No, I hadn't. You're right. Never mind. Okay. So this one gets to make his attacks at least. 16
No.
versus...
No.
As usual. Gordon, you're back up. Mickey, have you made an attack yet?
There we go. Huh?
I was just asking Anna if she'd made an attack yet, because I need to know whether I can take the pink dot off her for invisibility or not.
Yeah, I'm not invisible anymore. Remember, I took the
Yeah.
attack and had to edit the macro to put the fire damage in.
Oh yeah, of course, going bonkers. Right, so Gordon, who are you going after?
Let's see. Okay. Gordon's coming here. Eidolon's going there. Sharing my outflank teamwork ability with my Eidolon.
Okay. Shine.
Attacking this one.
Okay. So you're both taking a -2, but I think that just means you're at a +2 rather than a +4.
Yep.
Let's see the rolls. And down it goes.
And then I guess, oh hell, I still got 5 feet of movement. Move over there. And just a single attack.
Okay.
-2 to it since it's no longer a flank attack.
Oh, you'd still get flanking with Mickey.
Oh, true. So -0. Minus plus 0.
-1 because it's only affected by 1 aura at the moment, so it should be either a +1.
Oh, each aura is only -1, so it'd be a +1 then.
Yeah.
Okay. And 7 points for that attack.
Mickey, you're up.
Okay. Miki is going to acrobatics over to here. Because that one should not still be alive. It should be dead.
Okay, that's no problem.
And then burning hands on this fellow because you know what? More fire is needed. So much more fire is needed.
I'm guessing you're doing it in a way that doesn't try and barbecue the griffin.
It's burning hands, not scorching ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, but burning hands. Oh, I thought burning hands were cone.
It is.
No.
Unless she's doing something different to it.
Okay, so...
Right, so
Ugh, I hate how this thing doesn't have basic melee for touch. Ugh. We have to make a macro for it.
yeah, sorry. It's just the other one, the one that has all the fancy options, is the reason why was the reason why we had all the bugs during forging the new gods.
I know, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not complaining. It's just a...
It's
Yeah,
a
I
quality of
can-
life thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
completely
Is
understand.
it
I
still
could-
affects your new computer, Chris?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I tried running it recently, and I mean, it didn't happen. I mean, I had to get some buddies to, who weren't players, to log into that particular game, but yeah, it started bugging the hell out and lagging, and
Okay, never mind. You can. By the way, this is touch.
yeah,
So 13 touch.
that hits.
Yay! And now the party knows I'm a caster.
Are you using Burning Hands, correct?
Yep.
Burning Hands is a DC.
Yeah, DC 16, sorry.
Right, so it's a reflex save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your
5 damage. Or are we going with the mythic spell?
If you want to go mythic, you can do.
I'm gonna go ahead and make that a mythic, because then it's D6.
Okay.
So, 10 fire.
And there it goes.
Puppy approves.
No gratification we need.
Okay, Onyx, you're up.
Onyx turns around to Orbis. It's like, so what do you know about these things?
Well, I'm just going to have Orbis roll a quick check, actually, because he needs to make a quick perception check.
Well, there are definitely 2 of them that are still alive over there.
Well,
Yes,
well, I
with
noticed that
1,
they're normally
3,
they're
4,
normally
5, 6,
formed
7
around
others between us and them.
around areas destroyed through entropic energy, which also normally cause yes, that would be it, entropic tears in the multiverse. And that normally means when they appear in such large numbers, they're followed by something else, which I believe is about to make its appearance.
Yeah, good to know.
I believe we are about to see the emergence of an entropic behemoth. Or behemoth.
Oh. Is that all?
Which should be happening right about now. Won't act until next turn, but yeah.
Oh. Funds.
And for everyone who wants an image of the a better image of the entropic behemoth, this would be the 20-foot tall brute in question.
Mommy.
Yike.
And my mother alone could kill that thing.
I should note that along with its entropic aura causing an even greater detriment, mechanically a -2 on rolls, it also has something known as an entropic roar, which uses sound waves to forcefully expel entropic energies. More specifically,
So what you're saying is breath smells.
It's a burst effect around itself that does 5d6 of negative energy damage, and if you fail a reflex and a will save, you become sickened for 1d4 plus 1 round.
Yike.
Good to know.
However, the emergence does leave them somewhat staggered, so it won't be able to act immediately. In other words, it doesn't have a turn until next round. Miles, you're up.
Hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just looking at Bliss.
No problem.
It's the only place I can get really a clear shot at it.
Do you mean the big one? Yes, you would have a clear shot. It's 20 foot tall.
Oh yeah, I'm just like no obstacles would be like right here.
Yeah. That'll hit. Okay, Magnus, you're up.
All right. Right there, and on that one.
Miles, what sort of knowledge are you looking for? And that'd be a miss. Magnus.
I was just doing a knowledge check on the big one since it just came out.
Entropic Titan has the same rules apart from applying a -2 in its 20-foot aura, and still takes half damage from physical attacks that aren't Ghost Touch, and double damage from positive energy, and as mentioned it has an entropic roar that does 5d6 of negative energy damage.
Alright, cool.
So I really hope you finish those ghost touch sheets. Jeez.
Yes, you can, but yes, if you've got 1500 lying around, you can buy a sheath of Ghost Touch.
I'm gonna need to.
Can I put my rifle in it?
You can probably get a. What would be the proper term? Yeah, a Ghost Touch holster. So yeah. So is there anything else you were doing, Magnus, or is that it?
Unless I can make my bonus action attack.
No, you moved, so.
Well, then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Matthias, you're up.
I'm just gonna level my pistol, take 2 shots at it, and wait for it to come to me. Because I don't want to spend more time around it than I have to.
Fair enough.
Ah, come on.
First hit, second misses.
That's it for me. Actually, I'll 5 a step forward.
Okay, Zenorin, you're up.
What to do. Magnus hit this one, right?
Well, he missed it.
Tried to.
Or tried to. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it and also try and hit it.
Okay.
Focus. Good.
Does that factor in the penalty, or?
That does not factor in any penalty.
Okay. In which case, I'm afraid that's a miss.
Unfortunate, but with a 17. Entirely unexpected.
First one's going to attack Zenorin. Either of those
Nice
hit?
try, but no.
Second one. Going to attempt to attack Magnus.
Nope.
Zadoran, what's the special ability of your sword?
Oh, it.
Remember, innate item bonuses.
Well,
Yeah, but
we can always have a look at it later, dude.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that later.
All right.
Sorry, I thought I had made that clear with the links, but so Corden, what's your move?
Oh, my turn, huh?
Yes.
Oh, joyous. Yay, -2s.
Yeah, sorry, man. But
It's 2 auras, I can tell.
yeah.
Now I can tell. When there were like 12 around me, I wasn't sure which ones were hitting me.
Yeah. When it looks like a giant purple Venn diagram, there are advantages. That's a hit.
Alright, 6 from that one. That one probably missed.
Yeah.
I was dead anyway.
So, Miki, you're up.
Actually, the big, wonderful 20-foot
Big-
monster comes first. It has +7.
Of course.
Oh god, the big one's moving.
Just double check his attack rolls. That's against Matthias.
Hit.
That the wrong way around. Why do I always do that? $12 damage, Matthias. And Miki, your turn.
Okay, Miki is gonna cast Vanish. So once again, I am visible.
Invisible is what I think you mean.
Yeah.
And is gonna go over here and just sit in stealth mode until there's someone she can flank with. So 42.
Okay. Onyx, you're up.
Onyx moves up to there, and he's going to target the small one and the big one with a Mythic Slow.
Oh dear, why do I get the feeling that's going to be bad? What's the save on that?
I believe it's a will save.
Oh dear.
Yeah, will.
Okay, small one first. What's the DC?
23. So they both fail.
Yep.
So they take -2 to all their stuff, and they are staggered, and they are at 1/4 speed.
Okay, Miles, you're up. Hey, to the
Ah,
folks
shoot.
out in the
Probably
video.
miss. I move, shoot, probably miss.
Just a second. I'm problem with not using multiple monitors. Is that against the big guy?
Yep, against the big guy.
Yeah, that'd be a miss. Magnus, you're up. You're currently taking -3 because you're in the overlap of the big guy and the little guy's aura.
That's fine. I'm going to 5-foot step there, and
You'd still be in both.
yeah,
But he
but it
gets
would
flanking.
negate.
He negates all but one.
Yeah, true. And okay, those would both hit. Though you only need the first one to kill it.
That's fine. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted the little one gone. Magnus turns around and says, "I'm coming for you next."
Just remember, folks, your speed is halved while within the aura.
And it's still faster than his.
So I have a 10-foot instead of a 20-foot. Right.
Yes.
I can still get where I want to go next turn. Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, Matthias, you're up.
I'll move up and get ready to attack. Well, at least I'll try and attack.
No problem. That hits.
That's all I can do, right? Actually, I'll spend another mythic point. Everyone gets to move another 30 feet.
That movement doesn't draw attacks, right?
It shouldn't.
I don't remember what it said about that. That's why I'm asking.
I figured.
Since it's a mythic ability, we'll rule that it doesn't. It's fine. I'll put it this session at the very least.
You may open door.
Oh, this is going to be such a squish in a moment, isn't it?
Also, Chris, just for your
He
information,
essentially made you low main.
I'm going to be keeping track of Limerin's altitude in the blue circle.
No problem. As I say, I don't tend to track that sort of thing because, well, it involves a bit too much introduction to Pythagoras for me.
Yeah. It means you have to do math if you're thinking too hard about it.
That's it for me.
Okay. Right, Zenora, you're up. Glad I don't try running this downstairs. My spine would be going bonkers.
My puppy's taking a nap.
Who's taking a nap?
My puppy.
His dog.
He's like 5 feet behind me and he's sound asleep.
Right, so, Zenorin?
Right. Zenorin is going to spend a swift action to give a loyal oath to Matthias for the moment. Let me just pull that class feature up. There's a text on it. So Matthias, you get a +5 bonus on your AC and saves.
Thank you.
Then I'm gonna 5-foot step up and attack. And Griffin is going to move there.
Okay, the Griffin can attack as well if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
That will be a miss.
Unfortunate, but not unexpected.
Okay, Corden, you're up.
All right. All right, first thing I'm doing, detecting evil.
Yes, it is evil.
And I'm assuming it's an outsider.
Undead, actually.
Oh, it's just, but it's not an outsider?
That's correct.
Okay, so just undead. Okay.
You can't beat both, last I checked. One or the other.
Because we're doing that.
Oh boy.
The reason I was trying to confirm the outsider was because the damage changes.
Yeah.
Knight Guardian. Damage rolls. Okay. Goes my to attack.
And thus we begin the smiting montage.
And since I am flanking with my Eidolon.
You get your outflank bonus.
Yep. I can't believe I didn't crit. God! Oh, man. Hold on a second here. Did I forget to change that?
Does 14 crit?
Not for a longsword.
Oh, it was a 14 on the roll. Okay.
Not for anything, I was going to say.
Not unless you manage to do some really weird stuff.
No,
I've seen 15.
Alright.
Yeah, like
No, I thought I had rolled higher. Sorry, I read the formula wrong.
No problem, there's easy enough to do. And I believe you...
And it does actually 5 more points of damage than that.
Which
so
are positive energy, aren't they?
Yeah, it's part of from the smite, so.
Yeah, which it means
and then, since it's a smite evil attack, it ignores all DR, period. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Regardless of the target's smite evil attacks, automatically bypass any DR the creature possesses.
Right. Okay, and is your Eidolon going to be... Is Zero going to be attacking as well?
Yes, the Eidolon is going to be attacking.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't transfer the smite evil to him.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me with the Anointed Guardian if you could eventually.
So that's going to be 2. Actually, I think I can eventually. I'm just not high enough to do it.
Thought so.
Transfer the smite evil over to the Eidolon.
Yeah, I figured.
See, yeah, -2. Oh, so no, it's going to be a +0 because...
No, you're outflanking, so...
2 weapon fighting.
Ah, yeah, of course.
There's 2 weapon fighting. So the +4 outflank, I lose 2 points from the 2 weapon fighting and 2 points from...
Yeah, I forgot about
your aura.
Yeah, I wanted to make these things a bit of a challenge, and I think we've found a good balance for them.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 20 and 24.
They both hit. Now, if everyone could give me a reflex save.
We're all gonna die now.
Matthias, remember you have a +5.
I know.
Including me?
You
No,
just said Matthias.
No,
Matthias.
sorry, everyone who's within the aura.
No,
How
Onyx.
did I roll a 3?
1, 2...
Welcome to my hell.
Matthias didn't even need that. He's just like, yep, gonna nat 20 this.
Yeah, he just nat 20'd on it.
Yeah, can we get
Oh, right, 1 for Griffin,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Corden nat 20 to 2.
I could have taken no damage, but I take damage instead. Why?
Okay,
Looks
could
like
everyone who,
Eidolon's taking
could
a
everyone
damage.
who rolled below 20 give me a will save?
And now you're all dead.
Oh, it's just my Eidolon. I'll just have to wait till tomorrow to resummon it.
Okay, so Corden, Griffin, and 0 are the only ones who take the secondary effects. So yeah, I mean 0 and Limerin are the only ones who take the extra effects. So they're thickened.
Well, poof.
Yeah, you aren't though, Miki. It's only those who failed the will save, which you have to roll below 16 for. You do have a take full damage for this. So anyone who made the reflex save take half of this.
Ow!
It's
So
taking
much
11 then.
ow! Whew.
So much ow indeed.
Yeah, I have 39 hit points. That's over half. Yikes.
And
So we're
that's it.
taking 11 then?
And that's it for my behemoth. So Miki, you're up.
All right,
Time to
everyone,
return the
DPS
favor by attacking from invisibility.
Yeah, DPS race, everyone.
Since it's
And that's the and that'll be the no minuses because flanking, because it's -2, correct?
correct. That would
And
hit
that
with it being
is flat-footed
flat-footed.
AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that'll be 11. Ignore the roll for the fire. I couldn't really figure out a way to put it in
I
there.
can show you how to do it later. There are actually multiple damage iterations within single weapon attacks. So you pop open the cog.
Yeah, I only saw the one. I'll tweak it while doing. And then once that's done, no, it's staggered for the next round, isn't it?
It's staggered for the next 4 rounds.
Why would it be staggered?
Because he's slowed.
Ah, of course.
the slow spell.
-2 to his attacks, his AC, his reflex saves, and he's at 1/4 speed, and he's staggered for the next 4 rounds.
Oh, shame. So that was all he could do anyway. So Onyx, you're up.
Onyx is going to throw some Mythic magic missiles at him.
God.
Well, I got a bunch of 1s, so 18.
Okay. Miles, you're up. And yes, you can still clearly see the beastie.
Just making sure he's not trying to like pick up one of my allies and use him as a shield or something.
That would be a hit. It be Miles, or is there anything else you wanted to do?
Oh, I'm visible, by the way.
Yeah, I'll, of course.
That's me. That's it. I'm not going to move. No need to. Everyone's blocking the way.
Magnus, you're up.
All right, so these, and then swift action to expend a mythic point and for a sudden strike, which ignores all damage reduction.
Okay, all 3 of those hit. 16 plus 8 plus 5.
That is all.
Going pretty well. Matthias, you're up.
Alright, I'm just unleashing everything I have on this guy.
Fair enough.
Fun.
Pistol.
That's
Looks
double
like the
confirmed
pistol credit.
crits.
Yeah, but there's
Any credit on the
maybe
sword.
2 confirmed crits.
Damn.
Oh, and before I forget, he will get an attack of opportunity because I fired my pistol in his melee range.
Okay.
Actually, now use a point of panache to make him ignore. Well, yeah, forget it. I'm eating one anyway.
And you
Can
still
he
have
attack
buff
with
AC.
staggered?
Yeah, I don't think it can attack while it's staggered.
Oh, even
Yeah.
better then. All right, he just takes all of that.
And even
That
if
wasn't until my gun missed.
and even if it could, you still have buffed it.
Mm-hmm.
It is still alive, but it does look ropey. Xanarin, you're up.
How close to death does it look?
Very, but I'm not saying any more than that.
Okay, I am going to make a melee touch attack against it and channel energy.
That's a... Do you mean lay on hands or?
Yeah, lay on hands. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
That needs
It doesn't confirm
one
the
more
crit,
d6 damage.
It doesn't confirm the crit,
You
I'm
crit.
afraid.
Too
Oh, wait.
bad your crit didn't confirm there, Chief.
Wait, it's a touch attack,
It's
isn't
touch. It is touch.
it? So yes,
Yeah,
it
it's possible to crit a touch attack.
So do you just want me to roll 4d6?
yeah, if you... no, that's...
It didn't confirm the crit, and that damage is wrong. That's just
Oh.
base.
Yeah,
Okay.
it did confirm the crit, so that would be right, so...
Okay, 12
it's
damage.
touch.
And that's positive energy, so 24.
Yeah. And down it goes.
I just reach out, poke it.
So fucking close.
I love how it
This
wasn't
thing
the big boom and the stabby stabs. It was just the poke.
Mhm. Yeah, Magnus just looks.
Oh, we can find out if it's really dead. Let
Matthias
me
just
poke it. If the smite doesn't work, it's dead.
Yeah, I'm afraid the smite does not work. It is it has turned to ash.
I'm going to look over at Corden and simply say, and this is why you should follow the inheritor.
Oh dear. We've got
Oh,
two
great,
religious
we got
books
his zealot.
on the file.
Miki is going to actually do this twice. She's going to cast Burning Hands on herself twice, which will
I
heal
think
me for
Barkstrade
half
would
the
have
damage it
something to
does.
say about that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys just see her cast Burning Hands and then just touch herself. 2d6.
What an interesting individual.
So I heal for 2. You actually see it heal me a little bit.
I'm walking over and I'm healing my griffin.
And heals me for 3, so I'm up 6, just like...
Oh, how interesting. Excuse me, Onyx. I feel it would be best for me to be of use here.
Matthias,
Yes.
once we settle down for the night, give me your gun.
Why?
I'm gonna upgrade it.
Okay. Hold on. All right, just 1 second. I will tonight, but right now I'm a little busy with it. He says as he goes about repairing. He'll also reload it.
After...
It needs to be repaired.
Yes, but I can handle that myself.
Mhm.
Oh, I touch it. I'm like, it's repaired now.
You see that Maddie is doing it at pretty much the exact same time since he has click clear.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Because I can repair it from, yeah.
So everyone who's within the green aura heals for 15.
Yay. Miki's just kind of staring at the guns and just goes, "What are those?
Guns? Why?
What's a gun?"
To be fair, you would
You-
be used to getting weird expressions because most people outside of the Protectorate have not seen firearms.
Yeah, fair enough. There are
Yeah,
much
I may have
efficient,
heard
better
about
ways to
'em.
do things from very far away.
I pull out a bullet and I'm like, okay, you see this? This gets thrown at people really fast.
About 100 times faster than an arrow.
And Miki is just staring inquisitively at it and just goes, "But what makes it go boom? It
The
sounds like a
gunpowder?
firework."
Well, you see, I pull out, I like show you the side of mine. I'm like, well, you see right here, this is called a Mobius core. And it's a massive amount of energy gets shot
This
into
doesn't
this.
work off gunpowder.
Well, Maddie is just trying to do it like that.
Yeah, the whole time Miki is just sitting there listening the whole time, just being very attentive.
This uses a fusion of magic and technology to create an explosive burst that
Right. Hold on, I think we're all going robot here. I'm just going to try and fix something.
I'll be right back.
Sorry about this, folks. Just got Discord deciding to
That's
Discord.
better.
Do I
Okay.
sound like a robot now?
No.
We're all
No.
clear up. I had to switch. Server base.
Okay. Then Miki will look at and just go, "I don't understand half the words you said. I think there's a lot I'm going to have to learn."
Oh, and Onyx has just asked a bit of an odd question to you, Miki.
Oh, what was the question?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear.
It's in text. He's asking
Ah.
whether you would object to being caught in his fireballs in future.
I can only heal I can heal others with fire spells. Fire spells can't heal me.
I see.
At this point, Orbis will pop up and go, right, well, good job on the combat. However, I do believe we should probably leave this area of crumbling debris and preferably get back to somewhere where we can discuss things, preferably with a bit more security.
Yeah, we probably need to go see. I need to go back to the Zervian.
I take out a few bottles and I bottle up some of the ash for experiments.
Okay.
Xanarin is gonna walk up to his griffin, pat it on the neck a couple of times, and ask it to go keep watch. Just orbit, make sure that there are no hazards around, other enemies, things like that.
By the way, is your Eidolon considered a construct?
Nope.
Okay, then
Just looks like one.
I was just
Yeah.
checking because I could heal it if it was.
No, it's an outsider. It's actually a living being.
There's a handle animal check if you wanted it.
So yeah, when the channel energy for the heal, it helped heal it. So,
That's got as everyone hasn't it? Just double checking that I'm not
All
missing
right.
anything. No. Okay, I'm going to. Right, eventually you're eventually found by several men-at-arms and brought back to the main chamber of the Citadel.
Oh, you know, he's actually wielding his gun. His gun's 4 feet tall, so it's bigger than him.
During the whole time, Miki looks incredibly nervous to be around so many guards. She is obviously very uncomfortable.
I'll be like, don't worry. If anything happens to you, just use this. And I'll hand her one of the alchemist fires.
Thank you.
they're on our side.
At least for now.
Well, if they don't want their world eaten, like our world, yeah, most people are going to be on our side.
And as soon as we go in and she sees obvious people in authority, you'll basically see her crumple to her knees, hands to the floor, and put her head down. And just not move unless told to.
She's prostrating.
The first one to... a couple of the members do seem to smirk at that, but there's a general nod of agreement, and get up, lass. You're best off standing up and speaking to us directly. It makes things far easier.
Miki gets up and just kind of goes, 1,000 pardons. It's force of habit. And it is very obvious in this situation, Miki is very uncomfortable.
I would like to glare at anyone that smirked. Not necessarily trying to intimidate them, just
Go ahead, say something.
Making it known to them that I don't approve of them mocking someone for having a different culture.
I sort of elbow him. You're talking to the most powerful people in the world right now. Don't push.
I'm not talking.
Sorry. Medeus is still doing that. He doesn't like the look right now. He's already looking pretty annoyed at all of this.
We've been able to observe your combat, and we have noticed the benefit of your abilities, and it has been agreed between us that it would be best to issue you with proper authority to act independently within our territories for dealing with these actions.
Well, that certainly helped smooth things over with local law enforcement, that's for sure.
Yeah, at which point the one problem with all the titles, trying to keep them all straight in your head. This is at which point the Secretary General walked forward, carrying a tray of silver amulets. Those of you who are native to Neoexodus can recognize that these are... Sorry, just having to...
Are you cutting out, Chris?
No, I'm just trying to double check a note. Yeah, these are effectively badges of Imperial agents. They effectively make you representative and equivalent to a major within each of the constituent members of the Imperial Alliance's army, respective armed forces, along with within the power of the Imperial Alliance itself.
Well, more on top of many titles of the days. Jesus Christ. Mateus, he sort of used.
You also notice, when you get to them, however, you also notice one other aspect, and this is unfamiliar to all of you, which is the blade at the centre of the Imperial Alliance sigil, which is normally silver, is made of adamantine. This, as the Secretary General explained, also marks you as a sub-commander of Sector Omega.
Okay.
Effectively, you're up to the rank of a major in the Black Ops as well.
I can't wait to show this to my in-laws.
You can't actually show that to them, or if you do, it will just display as a normal sigil. Can't let anyone who isn't supposed to know about Sector Omega.
Phineas looks slightly disappointed, but he doesn't seem to really mind it all that much. Oh well.
Miles steps forward and clears his throat. He's like, am I allowed to upgrade Patriot's gear with information that I've gained inside the Protectorate?
He gives a quick look over to the Tsarina. Yes, it has been agreed to make use of Protectorate knowledge as it is for the fate of the world and the plane of existence. When she said the world, Orbis will pipe up. Actually, it's more like the plane of your plane of existence. Should the living apocalypse actually succeed in a design, this entire material plane will be destroyed, including most of the gods associated with it.
No pressure then. It seems. He says sounding completely calm.
There's a very angry computer out there.
But there will be caveats in that they must agree to either return any Protectorate technology at the end of this endeavor, or else, as there seems to be multiplanar focuses involved, must agree to return it to their own plane of existence without further infringing upon Protectorate politics. But effectively, yes, you can use it for upgrading stuff. We've also begun a commission, although it will take a couple of weeks to properly complete, a proper transport for you for when you have to travel outside of the Nexus gates.
Okay.
What sort of form of transport?
A Class 1 Sky Galleon.
Ooh.
Finally, I've been off a ship too long.
I'm not good at this, so you're probably going to see it. I'm going to try and grab that pistol and work on it while we're standing here.
Until then, we have also...
It's definitely seen. Do you stop me? I'm just like, I'm going to take this, upgrade this.
You see, I don't. Mateus doesn't like you doing the demonstration, so he grabs your finger, just sort of twists and pulls it back. No.
Until such time, we have set aside one of the estates in the southern part of Amerique for your accommodation until such time as the galleon is ready. To which Oba says, well, that'll be good for now, however, we should keep an ear out, as, well, the beginnings of these operations could also mean that there will be planar tears forming, or other agents in the apocalypse in employ seeking to disrupt your nations as a whole.
Out of curiosity, does anyone here know how to sail a galleon?
I do. I was an officer.
No clue whatsoever.
Okay, so you'll be our pilot. Good.
Yeah.
I know how to sail as well.
You realize
He
this
has
is
no
an
idea
airship,
what you
right?
guys are talking about.
You know how to sail an airship?
There with her eyes kind of glazed over.
You know,
You guys realize this is an airship, not wet water.
That's what Mateus was trying to point out. You know how to pilot an airship?
Well then, your fancy schmancy technology, your guns, bah,
Is that a yes or a no?
no.
I will point at. I'll put Magnus. He's covered in armor, right?
Nope, just a breastplate.
Just a breastplate. I'll be like, okay, I got an upgrade for you too. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be a little while. Don't have the materials.
I'd much prefer you upgrade my shield so I can better bash people.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be upgrading those too. Just every every bit of armor you have. It's going to be upgraded.
Don't leave anything at least somewhat technological along near him. He'll mess with it. He'll generally approve it, but you don't know what you'll be getting back, really.
Okay.
As long as it comes back better than when I gave it to him, I don't care.
Okay, you're eventually escorted to a multi-story estate. Matthias, it's not quite as big as the family estate, but it is quite impressive. And it's
6 out of 10.
And Magnus, one of the things you notice is that there appears to be water fountains, what appears to be free-running water.
Actual water. Most of it's ice where I come from.
But also, the strange thing is, could you give me a quick perception check?
Sure, I'm not trained in it, though.
It's fine, it's just for a listening thing. Actually, could you give me a knowledge engineering check if you've got that? Because
that I can do.
Anyone or just him?
Just Magnus. It's something that specifically sticks out for him.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're having a look at this fountain, the one thing that sticks out for you is there's no piping. This is a purely magical fountain.
That's freaking weird. Why is there no mechanics? No piping?
Did we hear someone scream from the manor?
No, you just had my roommate fuck up my Minecraft.
Right, we're gonna call it here, folks, and we'll be back next week where you will get a look at the mansion, or the estate rather, and also we'll begin with our first excursion outside of Amerique.
Sounds good.
Anything anyone wants to say before we sign off?
Welcome to Madhouse.
The Griffin at some point during the meeting just sort of
nods off.
Does a little bit of nudging at.
Yeah, don't worry, there is a stables.
At the goblin. Just in the middle of the meeting, probably shortly after he's tried to pickpocket Matthias. Just